Lu Xing needs to return to Earth to take care of some matters before he can travel with Officer Arlen to the Amu Star region, which is 500 light-years away, activate all surveillance systems on the spaceship, monitor Lu Xing's movements on Blue Planet 828462 non-stop, 24 hours a day, without rest, not even for a second should he leave our field of vision. As for the White Mist Star region, we'll temporarily deceive them and brush things off, but we must not let our guard down. If there's any unusual movement from the White Mist side, report it to me immediately. Also, keep those two individuals under strict supervision. Everyone is to carry out their duties seriously. Yes, sir. As long as Lu Xing returns with us and registers his identity under the Amu Star region, this will definitely count as a great merit. Good. In this residential zone alone, there are at least 40 grandmasters and all kinds of high-level figures posing as chess-playing neighbors, more than 20 Tier 8 sect leaders, and even 2 martial saints, all in disguise, posing as security, cleaners, and maintenance staff. This might be the most heavily guarded community on the Blue Planet. It's possible they voluntarily came to protect their own family. Not a bad move. I'm home, big bro. Are you really war god? I told you so. What actually happened? Be honest with mom and dad. We can handle the truth. Lu Xing, are you okay? It's good that you're back. All right, since it's come to this, I won't hide it from you anymore. Here's the truth. Actually, I'm a Super Saiyan Prince. When I was 3 years old, my homeland was invaded by a powerful enemy and destroyed. To escape, I had to reincarnate on this planet and chose you all to be my family. Now, my martial talent has completely awakened. I'm about to return and rebuild everything, to reclaim the supreme glory of the Saiyan race. But I need a bit of money. Can you transfer me 5,000 yuan? Once I'm successful, I'll make all of you the village chiefs of this planet. Just kidding. Does it really matter whether I'm some war god or not? I'm still your son. Aren't I? Let's eat first. I'm starving. At the dinner table, Lu Xing shared with his family what he had experienced over the past few years, as well as mentioned, only briefly, that he'd be leaving again soon for a while. Oh my god, are you really my brother? The top martial artist on the whole planet, even more powerful than a Tier 9 martial saint. Ha! My son really is a war god, honey. Our Lu family's ancestors must be celebrating in the afterlife. No, they're probably lighting fireworks in space. Well, Lu Xing, just promise me, you must stay safe out there. I know, Mom, Civil Affairs Bureau of the Dragon Nation. This really is a day worth celebrating. What do you mean? Don't act like you don't know. Today is the wedding registration day of the strongest man on this planet. Pfft. At the same time, it's also the day he officially steps into the stars. I'll be back soon. The next time we meet, we'll hold the official wedding ceremony. Okay, this is the latest model of communicator from Arland. They say the battery lasts for several years. Let's use this to talk from now on. I'm off. You must come back safely. Silver Eagle-class vessel. Lu Xing, you've finally arrived. This here is the inner city of the Silver Eagle-class starship. Wow. So the interior space is this vast. It really feels like science fiction has become reality. If I posted this to my moments, it'd probably go viral. Sit down, try some of the specialties from my homeworld. This is sea buckthorn wine. When I look at you, it's like seeing myself when I first left my home planet. You're an enforcement officer. And you also came from a low-tier resource star, didn't you? Even worse, actually, it was a Tier 4 battlefield star, completely turned to ash in the flames of war 3,000 years ago. I'm sorry. It's fine. That's simply the inevitable fate of a planet once it becomes a battlefield. I was one of the lucky ones. The Amu Star region government began evacuating civilians before the planet completely fell. This is exactly the kind of knowledge I needed. But not everyone could evacuate. To move, you had to first register as a federal citizen. The requirements: no criminal record, combat power above Tier 9, and proven development potential. Only then could you qualify for registration. Above Tier 9? That's extremely strict. What about moving independently? You can, but all life planets in the star region have already been officially registered. 1 or 2 people moving is fine, But if it's a larger group, say over 5,000, then you must get federal approval first. If not, you'll be arrested. Our enforcement department deports over 10 billion illegal migrants each year to battlefield and resource stars to do hard labor. That brutal? It's a necessary method to maintain ordered reproduction and management of intelligent life across the universe. If a life planet is destroyed, and those inhabitants just invade others. Imagine if every planet did that. The universe would fall into madness and total chaos. So, how much would it cost to buy a life planet? Your homeworld is still a resource star, right? From the moment the exotic beast invaded, you should have been thinking about migration. A low-tier life planet only costs a few 100 million black star credits. More advanced ones are over 1 billion. High-tier life planets, those capable of nurturing martial experts above Tier 9, are rare. Do you know, if a planet can't even produce a Tier 9 expert, its destruction is only a matter of time? For someone like you, though, this kind of thing is actually quite easy, HM? You have tremendous potential. Once you reach Tier 11, you can become a cosmic noble. At that point, you'll be granted a fiefdom, your own planet. No need to pay for it, though. Of course, you'll have to pay taxes each year, and cover the shortfall from your own pocket. But to someone with your strength, that's just pocket change. I see. Thank you for the insight. A toast to you. Seems like my ambitions were still too small. When the time comes, I'll get my own planet for my family. 1 planet for each province of the Dragon Nation. Everyone else, I'll settle on a separate one. Isn't that just awesome?